Right, we have here some light purple iris plants, and it is late July now, and this is the perfect time to thin them out, to transplant them, and that's what I'm going to do here. These have actually pushed out pretty far away from the fence. What I'm wanting to have them run long ways with the fence. That way my row of color will be longer. Part of the care of an iris plant is dividing. You know, when they get crowded like this, and you might see a reduction in blooms, that's an indication, you know, if it's coming out of your landscape further than you want. And then, you know, that's another indication. Another one, let's see if we can see. Oh, look, snake skin, great. See, they're all crowded in, the rhizomes here, and they're kind of crowded together, and they start heaving up. That's a sign that they need to be divided. To divide your irises, you just take a shovel or a fork, and then usually I'll just take a clump out and then thin it out from there, break them up into smaller clumps, and just kind of stick it in there and pop it up. Here it is after the clump is out, and you see it breaks apart pretty easy. Not much effort. And then, I mean, you can go as small as one of these for a start, or you can do a bigger clump that probably find kind of in between the two. Probably go with clumps something like this. You just carefully pull them apart. See, the fat tube is the rhizome, and then here's your roots. You know, try not to hurt them. Then usually I'll just go in and clean up the leaves, and then we're going to cut 2/3 of this leaf off, leaving about 1/3. So we're going to leave about 7 inches or so. And I'll just cut those with a pair of scissors. You know, if you're daring, you could use your wife's fabric scissors, but I probably wouldn't recommend that. Okay, got it cut back here, and I clean up the leaves, and then, you know, I do have a soft rhizome here, real squishy, so I'm just going to pull that off. And then I got 2 here ready to go, and I just dug a little trough here, and I'm going to have them point at each other. That's what I'll do. Generally, you'll put them about 18 inches apart, especially if they're different colors, because otherwise they will grow together, and then you'll end up with a hybrid, and you end up with a 3rd color in your mix. Sometimes they're cool looking, sometimes they're not. But I'm going to go, usually do about 18 inches. I'm going to probably 9 inches or so, because this is all the same color, and I want this to fill in. So then I can just push my dirt back over, and where you plant them, you want them to be in a sunny location, well-drained location, and you'll bury your dirt where you can just see the top of the rhizome showing. And then we'll water these in, and probably water 2-3 times a week until I start to see some growth, and then they should be good to go. And yeah, I'll just thin out this whole row here, and, you know, bring it closer to the fence, and then I'll have a longer row with more blooms in a couple years, so a lot longer flash of color when you pull in the driveway. So that'll look pretty sharp. Thanks for watching.